Hi there, it's Lee here for iMindBlocks. Welcome back to another video. So this video, I just want to share something with you. Literally in the last half an hour, a open source GPU miner for Zcash has been released. So I just want to share that with you. So I'm currently logged in via TeamViewer to one of my other machines. The reason I've done that is because this machine is kind of isolated from all of my other crypto coin wallets and things like that. And this developer I'm not too familiar with, so I think that's just a good precaution. So, you know, as with all of these miners, just take them with and use them with caution, because even though it's actually open source, I'm not a developer, so I can't verify what's included or not included in this actual application. So I've just used it on an isolated system just so to better protect myself, at least until the actual community can kind of check through the code and verify that there isn't anything bad in there. So that's just a word of caution up front. So the person that has released it is called Extremal, and it is a open source GPU miner for Zcash. So I've just downloaded it from the Dropbox link there. So I'll just download it again. Just close that. The file format is in a tarball file, so you need to open it up with WinRAR or something like that. Sorry, let me just download it again. Okay, so that's in our downloads folder now. And like I say, it is a tarball file, so you will need to open it up with WinRAR. I'm just going to extract it to this folder. So it says Zcash client, and we'll just go inside again. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different files inside, and I'm just testing it with the Windows miner. The actual developer said it's also can be used with Linux as well, but I'm just testing it with Windows at the moment. So inside there's a couple of different files. The one that most people will be looking at is this config text file. So in here you can kind of set the actual pool address, and then you've got your Zcash payout address, which is this one here. I'm just going to leave it as it is for demonstration purposes. We'll actually upload a new video soon showing you exactly how to create a Zcash wallet and address. That needs to be done in Linux. You can't do it at Windows at the moment, so I'll show you how to do that in an upcoming video, so watch out for that. And the rest of it you can basically leave as it is. It's got all sorts of different information there. In this video I'm not going to go through the different configuration settings. I'll do a more in-depth video once a lot of the bugs and things have been worked out. So just leave everything as it is, like I say, unless you've already got a test address, and change that for testing purposes. So I'll leave that as it is. So we just double click on the actual miner itself and we'll get it running. So just before I do that, this machine has 2 GPUs in there, actually 3. One is actually integrated within the actual processor. The processor is a AMD A10 7700K, and that actually has a 6-core GPU built into the actual processor itself. So there's 2 desktop GPUs. One is a 280X and the other one is a 7950, and like I said, it's also got the integrated CPU and GPU as well. So that's what I'm using in this machine. Let's fire up the actual miner and I'll just show you sort of what results I'm getting with my hardware. So you can see it's picked up 3 devices. Let's try that again. It's now crashed when previously it worked fine. Okay, appears to be working now. So it's just creating the original bin file. Not too sure why that crashed just a moment ago, but it appears to have started up fine, and the first time I tested it, it worked fine as well. So it's looking like it's going now. So there's 3 mining threads. Once it gets going, I'll just show you which GPU is kind of listed on which thread. Just to confirm, I'm using the 1512 AMD drivers. So in the actual Bitcoin Talk thread, I think they recommended 1610, but I'm using the 1512, which is kind of the most compatible driver for most other mining programs. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. The clocks and everything, core clock and memory clock, they're all sort of standard. You will notice in the actual configuration you can kind of change it to whatever you prefer. And it's the current settings are all set as 1, so I guess that's kind of a default setting, but obviously the actual core and memory clocking for my hardware is not set to 1 megahertz, so that's just like a reporting error, so you can disregard that. So I'll just close the MSR, and I just really wanted to show you what drivers were being used. Okay, so we've got some results coming through now. So GPU 0 is my 7950, GPU 1 is the 280X, and GPU 2 is the integrated GPU that's built into the actual processor itself. So they're the kind of results that I'm getting on those bits and pieces of hardware. And you can see the second summary. So 6.9, 9.7 and 1.4. So I think they're going to stay about those kind of levels as we continue on. Okay, so I just wanted to share this experience with you, my mining experience with this Zcash miner. So 2 other things to note is that this miner can be used on AMD and also Nvidia systems. I've not tested it on any other hardware at the moment. Obviously I'm just using a AMD box, but apparently it is good for Nvidia. And also the same miner can be used, obviously you'll need a different binary to use it on Linux as well. So this looks like it's going to be one of the first GPU miners that are ready for release right out of the gate. So as soon as the actual Zcash network goes live on the 28th, you'll be able to use it with your live network address, and then obviously this GPU miner should work well for you. From what I've seen from the actual benchmarking, it certainly looks to perform better than the CPU mining, which is kind of quite common across all algorithms. So I think a lot of people will be mining using the GPUs rather than CPUs, but use whatever is good for you. So that's it for this video. I just want to keep it short and to the point. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave those in the comments box below. Also in the actual description, I'll put links to everything you need to get up and running with this miner. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.